It's Link J. Howard Marshall's balls time. I'll write you out of the wheel. Get in here.
But sugar, I can't do this. Your whole family's watching.
They're gonna help. Junior, you useless cocksucker, get over here. I want you to pick up her skirt so I can see her pussy in the mirror while she sucks my testicles. Do it, I'll have you killed.
J. Howard, you can't be disrespecting me like that. You know, I used to be a model for Guess.
Well, guess what? That was then. Listen now. You're fat, not rich. Suck my balls, you Jesus Christ.
I've been traveling with my family for the last couple of days, so even if you guys stared at me and didn't laugh, I welcome the silence. I made a tactical error this trip. I told my 16-year-old stepdaughter she could bring some friends with her. Yes. At one point during the trip, my wife goes, John, you just don't know how to talk to 16-year-old girls. And I go, yeah, and it'd be really creepy if I was good at talking to 16-year-old girls. I should fail miserably every time it's attempted. Have you tried to ask a 16-year-old to do something for you? It literally, when you ask them to do something, it looks like their body was electrocuted. It's literally like, hey, will you throw this away from me? Huh? What? I don't have kids of my own. Constantly doing that math. I'm thinking, okay, I'm 42. I don't have any kids yet. If I had a kid yesterday, by the time that kid moves out of my house, I'm going to be 66. And 2 weeks later, I got to move back in with him. Just had a birthday, just turned 42 years old. I know some of you young guys thinking that's super old, but the young guys in here, listen to me. I'm 42, married. I come to you from the future. I don't know how to dress as a 40-something-year-old guy at all. It's kind of a weird in-between stage of life. If I dress too young, you look like you're trying too hard. But yet if I walk into any store at the mall, they're like, hello, sir, would you like to buy a gift card? No. Maybe I would like a shirt with the number on it for no reason at all. Do you have any more sweatshirts left with your fake athletic department? Although I am doing this old guy move. If I find a pair of pants I like, or underwear, or product, whatever thing that I find that I like, I will buy 100 of the same exact thing. Growing up as a kid, my grandpa had 5 of the same outfits, same pants, same shirt, same jacket. And as a kid, I was always like, Grandpa, why are you wearing the same clothes? But now that I'm an adult, I go, genius. Have a life uniform? That's the greatest thing I've ever heard. What am I wearing today? My uniform. Bam, next subject. It's those little questions. Like, you ever just be so hungry, you go to a restaurant and they're like, would you like to sit inside? Would you like to sit outside? Would you like to see the lunch menu? I don't know. If there was a restaurant where you could go, where there's an X and you stand on it and you go, come with me, sit there, having chicken, leave $5 tip. Yes. I will eat there every day. If there's a version of high chairs for adults where you could just sit down, they put food in front of you, and when you're done, you just knock it off. Maybe try to sneak out, get back up there, young man. Tell my wife I need her to tell me what to do. But here's why, my young friends, because here's what I've learned about being married. Your wife can ask you a question. I now know she has the answer she wants you to give already locked and loaded in her head. And what's going to happen is she's going to manipulate you so you will say exactly what she wanted you to say. That's why when my wife goes, I'm going to the store, do you want to go? Just tell me if I'm going, please. Nobody has time for this conversation we're about to have. Because here's the deal with that. I've answered yes, I've answered no. I've been wrong both times. I have split tested that. I've gone, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I do not want to go. Fine, I'll go by myself. Hope nothing happens to me. Okay, then I'll go. Okay, go, but don't look like you don't want to be there the whole time. Ladies, be honest with your guy. If you're going somewhere, look him right in the face and go, listen, I got to go buy some stuff. Don't really want you to go, but I don't want to empty the cart into the trunk. So you're gonna come with me and you're gonna stand outside. And when I'm done, I'm gonna pick you up like a day laborer. There's another thing you young guys have to look forward to. I get to argue some pretty intense arguments with my wife. And by that I mean argument, charades. My wife came out of the bathroom recently, shook her head, went like this, walked away. For a day, I was walking around going, what is that? Apparently, I shave, I get stubble in the sink, I'm supposed to stick my hand underneath the water and go... I'm like, we got double sinks. Mind your own business, please. Matter of fact, I'm going to invent this little mini sink privacy fence that's going to go in between us, and you can consider me your trashy neighbor you live next by. Here's another level I'm at, young guys. I got a note recently from an appliance. Big note, this big, right on the blender. Said, Dear John, I'd appreciate it if you rinse me out after you're done using me. Blender, smiley face. So this particular morning, I replied to the blender. Dear blender, I find it curious, you know, cursive, yet can't clean yourself. You found the Sharpie, find your way to the dishwasher. Guys, I'm John Heffron, thank you so much.
I travel with my wife sometimes. We're at a comedy club recently, and sometimes when they introduce you, they play music. You know, you come out to music. And my wife is in a sound booth, and the sound guy asked her, what kind of music does Brian like? And she saw a Bee Gees CD. I've got nothing against the Bee Gees, but she didn't know why they were asking. So she goes, I think he likes the Bee Gees. Here's the song they picked. Please welcome Brian Regan. More than a woman! More than a woman to me! Hey! Yeah. Everybody confused? I like being married, but why is it okay to slam husbands on TV commercials? I don't get that. The wife is always out front in the commercial. My husband is so stupid. He's in the back, tangled up in the blind. Do you see what I endure? Why, if he were lying face down, he wouldn't have sense enough to turn his head to breathe. That's why I do his thinking for him. Like buying him these muffins. And they're good, too! This ain't good for me! How the hell would he know? He's got a tiny, dumb little husband brain. He would have no anything like that on his own. Men and women, we think differently about some things, you know? That's good. We're equal but different. And I'll give you an example. My wife and I have a good friend who got divorced about 6 months ago, and neither of us had seen him since his divorce. I went golfing with him last week. First time I'd seen him since then. I get back from golf, and my wife goes, how's Gary? I don't know. Oh, I thought you were going golfing with Gary today. Oh, I did. And you don't know how he's doing? I never really came up. Did you ask me to ask him that? No, I thought maybe you would think to ask him that. I didn't think of that. Well, is he dating anyone? I don't know. How would I know something like that? Were you two in the same golf cart? Yeah. You're kidding me. You were in the same golf cart for 4 hours, and you don't know if he's dating anyone? I know he's got a new driver. possible that wouldn't come up? How is that possible that would come up? At 150 markers right there, you're probably at about 135. Are you dating anyone? You guys are great. Thank you very much. Because everyone turns into a jerk and then should be like, I don't need a blinker.
Remember 15 years ago when they were like, stop buying SUVs, everyone. They're wasteful and bad for the environment. And we were like, okay, I'd like to buy an SUV. No, I have a reason. I don't care.
I don't own an SUV. I don't even own a car because I'm a good person.
No, I live in New York City and I have 5 kids, so I just have them carry me around. I know nothing about cars. I come from a car family. My dad loved cars. My brothers love cars. They talk about cars. They go to car shows. My brothers pay to look at cars they will never drive. And I thought strip clubs were weird. Most of the accessories are wasted on me. I've never used cruise control. The heated seats, I always feel like I just wet myself.
Oh, this is nice. Can we swing by the emergency room? I think this is also a symptom of a stroke.
When I go home to Indiana, I always rent a car. My brother Mitch is always like, what kind of car you rent? I'm like, it's blue. Is that 4 or 6 cylinders? Blue. I do know that the most manly form of transportation is a pickup truck, because my brother Mike has a pickup truck, and he's a real man. And at this point, pickup truck commercials give me anxiety. They're like, you can tow 1 ton, you can tow 2 tons, you can tow an aircraft carrier. Why? Why would you need that? I only see it going to Cracker Barrel.
People that drive pickups, they want to be associated with the work ethic.
Cool. Why is she coughing like that? Hey, Bruno, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Good night, sweetheart. What's up, CK? I've been okay, bro. Sorry about the rustling. I'm grabbing a bag of chips here. saw that.
Transgender, what do you think? That's how I feel. I don't give a shit. Right? What's the beef? You want to go for a man to a woman? Go nuts. Well, go labia. Everybody should have rights, you know? Like, it's weird to hate somebody because they're trans. But you know what? It's also weird to love somebody because they're trans. Shouldn't you love them based on who they are? Content of the character? People are so phony. I love Caitlyn Jenner. Why? She sucks. She's against gay marriage and ran over a person. What's the good part? Right? Base it on who they are. Just because someone cuts their dick off doesn't mean they have good ideas. And then they go, well, they have hard lives. All right, well, so do midgets. Why don't you talk about how much you love them? Who's got it harder than a midget? Hard to get around, hard to drive, hard to get work. Nobody's helping them. Who's got it harder? Nothing on earth is built for them. And nobody cares. There's 5 million midgets. No one gives a shit. Weird. And I'm not anti-trans, I'm pro-midge. Just saying, we're going to help them. Why don't we help them? I don't get it. It's just not cool to like midgets. It's not trendy, that's all. But they need help too. Like, at least trans we accommodate with the bathrooms. Midgets, you ever seen how tall a toilet is? Right? Imagine having to jump to take a dump. I got a couple midget friends, they're good eggs, and they never complain. You never see a midget on the news complaining. Never. Fist shaking, little legs dangling. You never see it. And nobody cares about them. Every other group in this country complains. Every group complains. Women are on the news like, we have a glass ceiling. Midgets are like, you're worried about the ceiling? I'm trying to mess with this counter, baby. Weird. See, I guess I'm too open-minded, because I support all transition, not just sexual. I support transition of opinion, transition of personality, transition of becoming a bad person to a good person. That's all a transition. Yeah, like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart got in trouble from some offensive tweets from years back. Well, I'm not the same guy I was from years back. I used to have sex with 15-year-olds. When I was 15. Now I don't. I'm different. Well, years ago, he had some offensive tweets. Well, years ago, she won the men's relay. People change. Right? Why do you support that and not that? It just tells me if I ever get into trouble, I'm just going to get a sex change. Like, hey, Mark, I heard the interview from 10 years ago. Yeah, that was Mark. I'm Margaret.
I've always been too interested in crime news and stuff like that, like cold case files and that kind of thing. I love reading crime news in general. I like the local paper in a city because they always have good crime coverage. And it's funny to me when the local paper will try and make someone sound prettier after they're murdered. Like, you'll walk by the newsstand and you'll see the headline like, "Beauty Slain." And then you look at the photo and you're like, How about body found? My new favorite term in crime reporting is someone is a person of interest. That means that someone is like an unofficial suspect in a case, which I think is a pretty good term. But to me, person of interest almost sounds too flattering. Like if I was in my apartment and the police pounded on the door and they were like, "A man was murdered in your lobby last night and you are a person of interest," I would be like, "Moi? Oh, do go on. Fresh."
Ladies, I don't mean to exclude you over the next few minutes. I do need to speak to the gentleman directly. But I promise it's to benefit y'all in the long run. Gentlemen, over the last year or so, what I refer to as the man brand has taken a bit of a hit. There have been a lot of douchebags in positions of power that over the last decades have been using that power to treat women incorrectly. And now they've started to receive their comeuppance, as well they should. But now it's on us as the common man to start to rebuild the man brand by being men again, by building shit, fixing shit, saying excuse me and thank you, and treating women with respect. And gentlemen, please, for the love of God, stop sending people pictures of your dick. I don't get it. Even if they ask for them, don't send them. Have some class. Every time I've been asked for a dick pic. Both times. I have sent that girl a picture of Richard Nixon with a caption that says, "It's tricky." The only time I would even consider sending a girl a picture of my dick is if she was like, "Chris, I would come over and have sex with you right now, but I genuinely don't think you have a penis." That would be the only time I'd be like, "Fuck you, bitch, Chicky, Chicky," with like today's paper laying next to it. as a way to hit on a woman, I don't understand it. First off, no way that's your best angle. Genitals are not attractive, especially ours. There's a reason it goes inside. Yeah. Someone gave you a dick and said, go hide this. Make a good living so you can hide this. Even the vagina, as part of the female form, it's immaculate. But when you solo it out, even other women are like, I don't know what that is. Someone drop a sandwich? 5-second rule.
A lot of people still very worried about the devil. That bothers me. We're on the cusp of colonizing Mars. We're about to have 3D printers kick out usable biological organs. And we'd have even more cool medical and tech if more people focused on that and worried less about what's the devil up to, though? Where's the devil right now? And I get believing in like a good or an evil deity. I get believing in like a vague notion of like a good God and an evil God. But some people take it too far, and they add a lot of unnecessary stress to their lives, worrying that the evil deity is interfering on Earth in ways that can be easily and quickly disproven. Watch a lot of weird videos. And I know that a lot of people are worried right now that Katy Perry, the pop star, is famous because she sold her soul to Satan. Like they really believe this. A lot of videos, get a lot of views, a lot of comments underneath them. Stuff like, enjoy your fame and fortune, whore of Babylon. There's no way that's true. There's no way that the devil is out there giving you whatever you want if you just give the devil your soul. Because if that was true, there would be a lot less homeless people. Like, you mean to tell me that some dude sleeping in a piss-filled alley, eating out of a dumpster, literally sucking dick for meth, isn't quite ready to make that deal? That guy would sell his soul for a chalupa. But you think in some magical scenario where, the devil's just going to fix all his problems, he's going to turn it down, where the devil's just, give me your soul, I'll make it all go away. Fame and fortune are yours, just give me that sweet, sweet soul. Hey, get out of here, devil! How dare you! Sure, I'm going through a rough patch. I'll finish you in a second. You hold your horses, hey. My teeth may be dirty, but my soul is clean. Ha ha! Thanks. I'm glad a lot of you seem to enjoy that. I'm sure for a few of you, the show just ended. You may remain here physically, but in your head, oh, you're done right now. He needs to take that joke out of his act. Who does it from the side anyway? I'm just fascinated with what people choose to believe in, to worry about, how they kind of just add to their problems in weird ways. Like what problems they invent. The weirdest one to me, I've been talking about it a few years, and it's a growing movement, is the lizard Illuminati. I joke around about it a lot, but it is crazy when you really think about it. There are adults out there stressed out because they're worried about reptilians from space who live in tunnels beneath us, who mate with our political leaders and create these weird bloodlines and control our thoughts from the moon matrix. Like, there's somebody in a cubicle right now going, goddamn lizards! I'm sick of it! When I first found out about it, I thought it was a joke. And when I watched the videos, I was laughing. And then I read the comments underneath, and I thought it would just be comment after comment of stuff like, get the fuck out of here, that's crazy. No, comment after comment of like, thank you for being brave enough to speak the truth. Hashtag woke as fuck. What? This is a real belief. That's what amazes me about the internet. No matter how crazy the video is, there are believers. in the comment section, no matter how extreme. You know, just some guy ran, just like, I'm sick of the Rothschilds taking their blood, pedophile money, and using it for their Agenda 21 extermination program, okay? It's Bohemian Grove. They meet about it every year. They have the rituals. It's on tape. Okay, listen, the Bilderbergers, just look at, the pizzas are there. Wake up, sheeple. It's the Freemasons, working with the Knights Templar, Priory of Sion. Connect the dots, okay? Mona Lisa, do the math. The Greys, Area 51. They coordinate everything. All roads lead to the Denver airport. We don't have to worry about lizard people. We do have to worry about people who worry about lizard people. They're not kidding. You know, they're raising kids and they're voting. That's terrifying.
It's good to be back in New York. Y'all probably didn't miss me. I was out in L.A. I'm gonna say this, man. I'm not too fond of that city. Y'all, you know, New York got some angry brothers. Look at y'all. But L.A., they took it to a new level. They will sit in a fucking comedy club, like this. The whole crowd looked like them two motherfuckers that sit in the balcony on the Muppet Show. Just angry as shit. They will only laugh, you know, if I said something mean and disgusting. I'd be on stage on so I kicked her in the pussy. It was a rough night. I mean, you know, I'm a professional. I won the crowd over eventually, but then I lost him again, bro. One joke. I said a Jerry curl joke. The whole crowd got quiet. All I could hear was drip, 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 drip. But I know you guys, you know, I'm not taking away from your shit. Y'all angry too. You guys need to laugh. That's why they shoot Def Jam in New York. This city will squeeze the fucking happiness right out of your body. Damn. I moved to New York 5 years ago. I was happy as shit. I was excited about the world. New York City at last. Damn. This whole bus station smells like piss. Well, maybe it'll clear up when I get outside. Every 2 blocks I smell some shit I have never smelled before in my life. This city is hard, man. You know, look, I'm scared of squirrels now. What the fuck is that? Do y'all know squirrels aren't supposed to walk right up to you like that? New York squirrels, nasty. It's just kind of like I got that cereal on me or something, you know? Squirrels representing, kid. It's sick, man. Y'all know what squirrels eat? Anyone know? Anyone? Nuts? That's what I thought. Nuts. You know what I saw a squirrel eating in the village? A fucking Egg McMuffin. How you go from nuts to pork and cheese and Look at what you guys have done to nature. The birds in New York don't even fly. They can, they just don't. You ever run up behind on high?
Lovely weather out there. I prefer the cold to hot. I do. I know that's surprising looking at me, given I look like a snowman. I prefer the cold, you know? Last summer, I was in Las Vegas. It was 114 degrees. 114 degrees. You can actually hear the sun at that point. It didn't feel safe. I was like, are we supposed to be here? 114. Like, you're never at a friend's house. You're warm in here. Yeah, I set the thermostat to 114. That's how I like it. I'm part lizard. Thermostats don't even go up that high. Meat thermometers do. think God is just cooking people in Vegas.
Oh, no one's smoking. I love smoked meat.
It was 114 degrees, which was shocking, but not as shocking as how casually Las Vegas residents just went about their day in that heat. It was like, you're like, let's play Frisbee, time to walk the dog. I was like, get inside! The earth is on fire! Get inside and beg for God's forgiveness! You've obviously angered him! That's why Vegas is called Sin City. It's the same temperature as hell. I have a friend from Vegas. I told him it was 114. He goes, that's nothing. I'm like, no, that's something. That's actually the temperature you boil water at. He's like, it's not that bad. Not if you're making ramen. He's like, that's our summer. That's not summer. Summer is when you barbecue on a grill, not the sidewalk. It's so weird to be places where summer is the enemy. I was like, in the Southwest, they talk about summer like it's an ex-lover they never want to see again.
We gotta get out of here before summer gets here. Last year I couldn't leave my house when summer was here.
You ever notice the further north you go, the more obsessed people are with summer? Like in February, I was in Bangor, Maine, and everyone was talking about summer. Everyone I met, they're like, you gotta come back during summer, you gotta come back. Which is a strange way to greet someone. Hi, how are you? Come back later. And it was everyone. You gotta come back during summer, you gotta come. Yeah, but I'm here now. Just make sure you come back. I didn't want to come the first time. But I love how northern cities sell summer. They're like, summer here is unbelievable. It's perfect. For 1/12 of the year, it's ideal. Otherwise, it's a tundra filled with alcoholism and depression. But for those 13 odd days, it's worth it.
Are you having trouble falling asleep? Then check out Sleep with Comedians, a new podcast featuring classic bedtime stories read by hilarious comedians. Tap the link on your screen to listen now, and make sure to add this podcast to your bedtime ritual to help you fall asleep with a smile on your face.
Let's fast forward 3 months later. 3 months later, it's my daughter's birthday, okay? I throw my daughter a party at the house, in the backyard, like a normal fucking parent, okay? But don't get me wrong, I tried to go above and beyond. I really did. I had SpongeBob there, which is a big deal. I had a pony. Kids could get on the pony, walk around the yard one time, and get off. I had a bouncer. Kids getting a bouncer, jump around. Like, shit was nice. It was going good. Here's why I got bad. Me and SpongeBob got into it. I got mad at SpongeBob because he kept taking his helmet off, and he was smoking cigarettes in front of the kids. And I was like, SpongeBob, you know, don't take your helmet off. Don't smoke no cigarettes in front of the fucking kids, okay? My kids think that you're really SpongeBob. SpongeBob on TV, don't take his face off and show a black-ass face underneath it and start smoking fucking cigarettes. So what the hell makes you think that you can? Now, when I get mad, I get physical. I get hyped. So I said, put the motherfucking helmet on and put the goddamn cigarettes up, man. You'll be smoking those cigarettes out here in front of the fucking kids. Put the goddamn helmet on and put the fucking cigarettes up for shit getting real out here. I was going off. Shit was real. Here's the thing that made it bad. Nobody told me that SpongeBob was fresh out. This nigga was fresh out of jail. Here's how I found out. He snapped on me. He said, hey man, shut the fuck up. Fuck you and these ugly ass kids. I said, well, goddamn. He said, I just got out of jail for aggravated assault. I'm here to get a check. Once I get my check, I'm out. I don't give a fuck about these kids. I'm such a bitch. When I heard jail, my whole attitude changed. As soon as I heard jail, this is what I said. I said, no, you're not listening. No, I'm not saying that you can't smoke. You can smoke. I'm saying just don't blow it in their face. That's all I'm saying. Blow it up. Give them a chance to not have cancer is what I'm saying. I get it. You stressed out. You want to smoke. Shit, give me one. I'll smoke it with you. I don't give a fuck about these kids. I was so scared of SpongeBob. You know why? Here's the thing. I didn't like the way SpongeBob was playing with the kids. Understand something, people. If you get a character to be at a kid's birthday party, you want to see that character be that character, okay? If I get Barney to be at my kid's party, I want to see Barney do some Barney shit. Slide around, you know, hug the kids, sing a song, do the faces. Make it look real. If I get Spider-Man, do some Spider-Man shit. Jump down the steps. Do this shit in my son's face. Don't nothing gotta come out. Just scare the shit out of him. Make him think it's real. SpongeBob didn't do shit. Let me show y'all how SpongeBob was playing with the kids. I look out the backyard window. I just want to check on the kids, right? I make sure everything's okay. I swear to you, I cannot make this up. This is how SpongeBob was running after the kids. This is all I saw. Go, little bitch, go, little bitch, go. Go, hey, bitch, you better bitch, run. He was calling the kids bitches. Come on, SpongeBob. He wasn't playing none of the games right. He was playing duck, duck, nigga with the kids. He never said goose. He never said the word goose. Duck, 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 nigga, go. This little white boy was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna run. No, because if I run, everybody's gonna look at me like I said it, and I didn't say it. I'm not gonna take responsibility. No, I didn't say it. That party was bad. I'll tell you what else was bad at the party. The bouncer. I don't recommend anybody ever get a bouncer at a kid's birthday party. I'm tell you why. Me personally, I don't think it's safe. I really don't. Reason why, here's why I don't think it's safe. If a kid falls in a bouncer, no other kid gives a shit. Like nothing stops. Kids don't care. Like, literally, this little girl fell in the bouncer. I swear to y'all, I saw every boy in there step on this girl's face. Because, you know, when kids be hype on that cake, they was like, This little boy was like, The little girl started crying. She's like, no. But she was looking right at me. I said, you better roll out. Roll out. I'm the same size as you. I'm not getting in there. I'm going to get exactly what you got. I got little legs. I can't walk in that shit. You ever try to walk in the bouncer? Hey! Y'all better stop. Hey, let a motherfucker jump again. I swear to God. If I fall, I'm going to punch a kid in the face. You look like Bambi walking in that shit. Party was bad, man. I felt bad. I said I messed up my daughter's day. No, she just turned 5. That's a big birthday for kids. Now, why did I feel bad? I got in an argument with SpongeBob in front of her friends. Little girl got carried out in the ambulance. Footprints and shit were on the face.
Being married's so nice. I never knew relationships were supposed to make you feel better about yourself. That's not really a joke. That's just a little sweet thing I like to say. Because I've been in relationships where I got cheated on, like long ones. I don't know if you've ever been in a long relationship where you got cheated on, but it changes your whole worldview. Because like when I was a kid, I used to watch America's Most Wanted. You know how kids do. And I would always think to myself, how could another person kill someone? How could a human being kill another human being? And then I got cheated on and I was like, oh, okay. I'm not gonna do it, but I totally get it. And I don't mean in that way of like, no one else can have you. Like, I don't care about that. It's just creepy to have an ex out there after things have ended badly. They have a lot of information. Anyone who's seen my dick and met my parents needs to die. I can't have them roaming around.
My wife and I, we always have the argument over the homeless guy. Because I'm like, I'll give him cash. I don't care. I'll give him a 20. Fuck it. I don't care. I mean, he needs money. And she's like, no, we'll give him. I have a bag of groceries in the trunk. We'll give him that. I'm like, no, we won't. What kind of a dick move is that? I mean. I'm sure the guy out there he's fucking homeless. He's jonesing for a fucking heroin fix. He's right. And he's like, I could really use a heavy bag of expired soup right now. That would really hit the fucking spot. Jesus Christ. Give him some money and let him fucking move on. I mean, he's getting by drugs. It's fucking good. I don't care. Whatever he needs, fucking just let him have it. Fucking just decide he wants fucking clam chowder. It's good to be back home again for a week. I've lived in LA since '99. From Ohio originally. I was in Omaha, Nebraska last week. Yeah. Woo is right, man. It was fucking 3.
It's fucking 3. And I mean, why do you even measure the temperature there? Well, there was 2 yesterday, so shit's picking up. I mean, my wife's always yelling at me, take a coat. I'm like, no, I'm not planning on fucking skiing when I get there. I mean, need a coat. I mean, it's when it's 3. What layer of clothing can you really have on that you're like, nah, I'm good. Let's hang out here. You can't be cool when it's that cold. Hey, what's up, girl? You got a man? What's wrong with you? It's fucking cold. I just wonder how people end up living there, and I realize because it's cold, like, it's too cold to leave. Come on, you want to get the fuck out of here? I'm not going out there. Fuck that. Fucking freezing, dude. But yeah, it's good to be back in Los Angeles, where now we now have 2 professional football teams that nobody's gonna give a shit about. All right. Fucking Chargers. The reason I got a satellite dish was so that I didn't have to watch the fucking Chargers anymore. Seriously? I mean, look, I don't care. I love the NFL. I love watching football. I love watching people who are good at that shit. I grew up. Seriously, I grew up a Cleveland Browns fan. That is no way to fucking live. All right? That is some bullshit. I mean, I tried. I mean, because the old team moved away, and when the new team came back, that was when I moved out here. But I tried for like 2-3 years. I tried to root for that team, and then I realized I don't fucking have to. So I'm not gonna. It drives me nuts. Like when they just suck year after year. Like you play football every week. How do you not get better at this shit? What do you do at practice? Play fucking pool? I mean, fucking get better at your shit. Not really into other sports. I mean, basketball. I went to a few Lakers games. That was cool. You know, when they were worth watching. I've lived here since, like I said, it's been almost 18 years. People over the years, they try to give me Clippers tickets. Like, I'm not paying to park to see the fucking Clippers. You can suck it. Oh, they're free. They're not free, asshole. I can't watch. I've never been able to watch hockey. Hockey to me is just like soccer except slippery. Every hockey fan I always talk to, they always say how I like it because I like it for the fights. I'm like, well, why don't you just watch fucking boxing? I mean, and I realize it's because they're racist. They want to see white dudes fight, I guess. The only place you can do that. A lot of people like MMA. I tried to, I mean, it sounded cool, you know. Mixed martial arts tournament in the octagon and fucking sounded like Enter the Dragon fucking personified. And then you watch it and it's just a lot of dudes rolling around on a mat. And this is gay porn with a ref. I mean, it's not a fucking sport. That's just fucking, that just looks sweaty and painful. I'm a father now. Fuck yeah, my loins. My wife and I, we have a daughter. She's 19 months old. She's adorable. She's, you know, and I don't mind. It seems like I don't mind when women come over and they like gush over her. They're like, oh, you're so cute. What's your name? You know, and I'm cool with that. Dudes, it's fucking creepy. Hey, sweetheart, what's your name? Fucking homicide, motherfucker. All right, just keep it moving. Want to taste your own blood? Yeah, I didn't fucking think so. All right, just fucking walk. It's defensive for no reason. Yeah, she's a cute kid. I mean, look, I'll admit, I'm not great in bed or even noticeable, really, but I can squirt me out a cute ass fucking kid, I guess. Not really a good pickup line, but hey, fuck it, I'm married. I don't have to be sexy anymore. Some days I don't even wear makeup. Now, my wife, her tolerance for me as a person has steadily dwindled since we had a baby. I mean, it used to be cool. We used to hang out. She used to stay up all night with me, eating fucking popcorn, watching movies, telling me what happened while I was talking during the movie and shit. Now I live with a fucking adult. I mean, she expects me to be, like, up and ready to go at fucking 11. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? What are we, Amish now? What the fuck is wrong with you? Have any fucking crops? What the fuck would I be up that early for? I mean, you know, it's like, I don't know. Forgive me, I don't know. Like, I'm not as schooled as she is, like, with having a baby. Like, you know, just when we first had her, it's just like holding her. It's like, watch your head, it's gonna fucking fall off, watch your head. I'm so sorry. Always has to have a fucking ski hat on it. Did you put a hat on her? I'm like, no, it's fucking 80 outside. Fucking put a hat on her. Did you open the door? Yeah, I let the dogs out. You put a hat on her. You can relax. I mean, look, I don't know shit. I mean, look, I know milk's okay. Apparently milk duds are not. All right? I'm sorry. My bad. I mean, I thought there was something, you know, they say it's easier than taking candy from a baby. Well, I thought that implied somebody had to give the baby fucking candy. In the first place, I mean... And excuse me for not knowing that the training potty doesn't really flush. I thought it would be funny, all right? And apparently my wife is, oh, you're just fucking immature. You're so gross. Like what? It was kind of funny. Come on. Coming in thinking like she threw down a fucking crap-a-lanch like that. I mean, come on. It's so gross. If I didn't think it was funny the first time, why wouldn't I think it funny the second time? I thought you might think it was funnier after we got home from vacation, but apparently not. I mean, God, you're just disgusting. I'm filing for divorce. Whatever. I just want to see her do it, just so she has to use that as fucking evidence. Your Honor, Exhibit A. Somebody took a big shit on the little toilet. And Your Honor, Exhibit B, look at this pile of shit. Oh. That's no way to talk about Charger season tickets. Come on. I gotta go. Thank you guys very much for listening. That's just
Younger girls are fun for a little bit. Like 22 to 25-year-olds are real fun for like a night. They like to party. Their bodies are ridiculous, but God damn it, they're stupid. And that's not a girl thing. That's a 22 to 25-year-old person thing. I know you're here. Shut up. Nobody wants to hear a goddamn word you have to say fucking ever. All your ideas are stupid. I know you just got your diploma. Congrats. But you haven't seen shit. I can't talk to somebody who still has hope. I can't. Don't tell me shit is just gonna work itself out. Fuck you. Do you really think shit's working itself out right now? I had Jimmy John's for dinner. You ever had dinner at Jimmy John's? Yeah. Did you feel like you'd made it? Every goddamn young person. I'm gonna save the world. The fuck you are. No one with an associate's degree is going to save the world. Just clean teeth and shut the fuck up. And I'm not knocking dental hygienists. It's a great career. I'm just saying fucking know your role. I watch CNN all day. Not once have they cut to Tammy, the dental hygienist. Ever. Not even when they were talking about teeth that one time. But as soon as you get in that fucking chair, man, well, wow, aren't they the most informed person on the planet? I don't know why Obama just doesn't go over there and nuke those motherfuckers. Well, Colonel Tams, I don't know if you know what the repercussions of a retaliatory nuclear strike would be, but let me fill you in on some of the highlights. First off, you'd be out of a job because none of us would have fucking teeth. We'd all be living in a cave somewhere, just gumming our jello, wondering what the fuck just happened.
I grew up before the internet. Maybe a better time for a kid. Remember you had a question back then? Hey, Mom, what's the capital of South Dakota? She was like, I'm on the phone, and you just didn't know. What a concept, not knowing. Now we have so much information right there. Now I have an Alexa. I love this thing. An Alexa's like a mom without the passive aggressiveness. Ask anything you want. Hey, Alexa, how many cups in a liter? 4.23 cups. All right. If I'm like, hey, Mom, how many cups in a liter? She's like, why don't you check your mattress? Zing! I just read an article recently that said Alexa actually listens to everything you say, stores it in a database, could use it against you later. I was like, man, just like a real woman. Now I'm all nervous, like, hey, Alexa, what's the weather like out there? She's like, why don't you ask Siri? Oh, boy. All right, let's go a little darker, huh? Why not? We're all going to die one day. Yeah. Just jokes. Anybody heard of kids? You got kids? Yeah. Gotta be so weird to be a kid now. So much stimulus coming at kids, you know? iPhone, internet, social media. Remember how happy-go-lucky we were as kids? The little things were nice. Remember you'd run to the car? Shotgun. I never see that anymore. Shotgun. Yeah, the only time a kid yells it out now is in a classroom. School shootings are bad. Yeah. I know. The great American pastime, right? Yeah. School shootings are like the menstruation of America, you know? Happens about once a month, it's bloody, and nobody wants to bring it up. You know what I mean? Right? I like how they're blaming the video games now. Video games cause violence. Come on. Video games don't cause violence. Video games cause carpal tunnel and vaginal dryness. Right? I know a lot of guys, they play 8 hours of video games a day. Their girlfriends are like, violent. Slap my ass. Choke me. I'm dying here. Look, I don't think games translate to real life. I grew up playing Monopoly with my friends. None of them now own property. To be fair, some did go directly to jail. So, yeah, gotta be weird to be a kid now. Pedophilia, that's happening. Yeah. Any pedophiles here? I mean, there's gotta be two, right? Yeah. But, you know, we're all adults here, which is a sentence they hate. But, yeah. You guys ever get down on your knees and thank God you're not a pedophile? Right? They didn't choose that. They just got dealt a bad hand. We're very lucky. We're extremely lucky. We should be grateful. Think about how close we all were. When I was in third grade, I was attracted to third grade girls. Now I like adult women. When I was in third grade, I liked grape juice. Now I like red wine. but I still like grape juice. Holy hell, that was close. Whew, thank God my brain knew what to do. No kids, juice. I just watched a documentary on pedophilia with my friend. My friend goes, oof, I can never have sex with a kid. They're so annoying. I was like, that's it, huh? That's the thing that's holding you back? Need a better reason than that, all right, buddy? It's like, hey, what happened to Greg? He went to prison. Why? He met a really cool kid. That checks out. But hey, it's good to get out of New York. You know, that city will eat you alive.
No, you know what I'm gonna do? Fuck all this comedy shit. You know, I'm gonna make my million. I'm gonna come up with some sort of piece of shit that I can sell late at night for like $19.95. Because people will buy anything. Like those George Foreman grills. He sold a zillion of those. George Foreman is a boxer. What the fuck does he know about cooking? Nothing. He's always talking about all the grease and the saturated fat. It's like, George, you're fat. You're not using it. You know what I mean? People are, no, it's George Foreman. He lost to Muhammad Ali, and now he's selling grills. Well, I'll take one. That makes a lot of sense. People will buy anything. I'll tell you the best scam I ever saw in my life. You ever see the one with the dude selling the quarters? You ever seen that shit? This dude is selling quarters. How the fuck do you sell a quarter? It's a quarter. But the dude hypes it all up. You know, these are limited edition, minted quarters. We give you a book. You can stick them in the book. Then he starts like yelling to me, this is unbelievable. You get a book. We're going to put a quarter in. We're going to add another quarter. This is unbelievable. That's 2 quarters and a book. That's a 50-cent value for only $19.95. People, we only have 7 left. They always got like the number in the corner, that bogus number. It's just like going down just to scare all the rednecks. Like, holy shit, they only got 7 left. Honey, get the card. I'm going to dial the number. Hurry.
I work at another comedy club called the St. Louis Funny Bone. One of my best friends works there, and he works in the ticket booth, and he has a cleft palate, and I'm not going to make fun of that because that's not his fault. I am, however, going to make fun of this situation. A woman that also had a cleft palate came to get tickets one evening, and she said, excuse me, I reserved 6 tickets for Erickson. And then he said, let me see here. 6 tickets for Erickson. And then she said, are you making fun of me? And then I said, oh my God, this is awesome. How has this never happened before? And when does it happen again? And she was so mad. She's like, you are too making fun of me. I am not making fun of you. You do not have a cleft palate. I do too have a cleft palate. That's when I was like, lady, please. He does not have a cleft palate. I almost got arrested one time for wishing AIDS on a cop. That is not recommended. I got pulled over for speeding, and I was okay with that because I was speeding. Then I got another ticket for not using my blinker when I pulled over, and that is what I had trouble with. Right? All your lights are on, jerk. They know we're going to the shoulder. You need one more blinky light for your parade, princess? Come on, Cinderella. And he said, it's the law. And I said, your law sucks. And he goes, say one more thing. Say one more thing. So I said, I hope you get AIDS. And not the good ones that Magic Johnson got either. I am talking about the real AIDS with the capital letters. And he said, get out of the car. I was like, for what? He goes, I'm arresting you. For wishing AIDS on you? You can't arrest someone for wishing. How would you even call that in? We have a 145 hope in progress. Doesn't make any sense.
I think the greatest thing that a white male athlete can accomplish in sports is slam dunking a basketball on top of a black dude. And I'm gonna guess, by most of your response, that you are the people who grew up dreaming of dunking on other whites? It's not about racism, people. It's about the facts. Black guys are the best at dunking. There have been 32 NBA slam dunk champions, and only one of them was named Brent. White guys are the worst at dunking. They made a movie about it. It made $90.8 million. If somebody who's the worst at something does that something on somebody who's the best at it, how is that not the best? I'll explain it to you like this, whites. Geese, right? They fly. That's their shit. They're up in the air. They're in a V. They look amazing, right? They're the best at it. Everybody's like, look at them. They look great. But if one day, 10 feet above the geese, a turkey went by, like, suck my shit. That's a top 5 turkey for sure. Bet she's got a goose girlfriend. Here's how I know for a fact that it's the best. Here's how I know for a fact. I used to play in a basketball game on Sunday mornings, 7 a.m. It was an intense game. 30 people showed up, one court. So there's 10 people playing, 20 people watching. It's intense, right? Of the 30 people, I would say like 24 of them are black dudes, 3 of them are white dudes, and 3 of them are like, I'd have to touch his hair. Smooth. Smooth. We got another white. That's 4.
Yellow.
My team is up 10-9. Game's to 11. We're coming down the court. Little black point guard on my team crosses his guy over, gets to the free throw line. He draws my defender. I am wide open at the 3-point line. I know we only need 1, but give it to me. I will hit this. I am Larry Bird. So I go, ball, ball. He's like, no, white dude. And he takes a little jumper. And as soon as he shot, my brain went, well, white guy duty. And I went to get the offensive rebound. And I don't want you to think that I'm more impressive than I am. That ball could not have come off that rim more perfectly. Do you remember Angels in the Outfield? It's like Christopher Lloyd just floated it down. It's your moment, Cy. Come get it. And I remember I caught the ball, and I was like, oh my gosh, I am going to dunk it to win the game. And at that exact moment, a black dude on the other team thought that he could stop the inevitableness that was about to take place, and he was like, I'll stand here, and he went right underneath me. And you could hear the thoughts of the other black dudes around the court, like, no! And I hammered it to win the game. Now, I have never been in a rap video. But if Lil Wayne ever makes a song about white dudes dunking on black dudes, I can tell you exactly what that shit needs to look like. Because that gym lost its fucking mind. Everybody stormed the court and took off running and screaming. One of the black dudes on the team we just beat just started dancing at half court. Just... I love excitement, so I took off running too, and I just started shouting, shut it down! Shut it down! No idea what it means, but it feels right. One of the dudes on my team, Tyler, walks by and shoves me, and he goes, sell the building! And I was like, yeah, sell that shit! No clue what I'm saying. But I know that this is the best moment of my entire life. And I know it will always be the best moment of my entire life. You understand? I could have 8 children that all go on to cure major illnesses. And their births would all still be moments 2 through 9. I'm gonna be an old man in front of my mantle one day, and that's my daughter Teresa. She cured the AIDS virus. And next to her is my son Matthew. He cured skin cancer. And next to him is a picture of me and the homeboys at the court they named after me. Here's a fun piece of information that I didn't know prior to that day. If you, as a white guy, dunk on a black guy to win a game, they just don't play any more games. It was 8:45 in the morning, and dudes were like, all right, we're going to get a sandwich. I was in the locker room getting dressed, and I was like, it doesn't get better than this. There's no way it can get better than this. But then I left the locker room to leave the gym, and I walked by some dudes from the game explaining to some new black dudes who just showed up what had happened, and I was wrong. Because that's the best thing that can ever happen. He was doing that amazing thing that black dudes do when they are telling a story, but they're using half words and half noises. He was like, my man came down, and he was like, and I was like, oh, and everybody's like, oh. He was like, bam, bam, bam. It took every ounce of my willpower not to walk by and be like, that was me. I'm the Bam Bam guy. I did the bamming. I'm the bammer. Okay, goodbye. But I kept it together. I left the gym, and I felt so good. All week, I felt so good. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I feel good. Wednesday, I'm at the grocery store. I'm walking through the grocery store, and I walk by the frozen pizza aisle. And leaning in to get a pizza on the far end of the frozen pizza aisle, I see that Tyler dude, who I'd played with for a while, so I'd gotten to know a little bit. And I got excited. And I wanted to relive some of my glory. So I thought it was a good idea in a grocery store with other people to go, hey, Tyler! Sell the building! And he leaned out and he goes, what'd you just say to me? Sell the building! Remember? I'm the Bam Bam guy. He goes, what did you just call me? Tyler? He goes, my name is Michael. All black people don't look alike, you racist bitch. And then he just dipped around the corner. And I was like, no. I'm a progressive person. I didn't just shout another black dude's name from 40 feet away. No, that's not who I am. So now I'm like stalking him around the grove because I thought it would be a prank. Like he'd pop back around the corner. Just kidding, man. It's me, Tyler. Sell the building. That shit was dope. But he didn't. So now I'm trying to get a closer look, and he just went up and paid for his pizza, and he left. And it was true. I was a racist. And I felt so bad. All week, I felt so bad. So that was Wednesday. I feel terrible all week. Now it's Sunday. I come walking into the gym. At the far end, I see Tyler warming up. And he's shooting free throws. And I approach him, a smidge more cautiously this time. I'm like, hey man, I gotta tell you something. I was accidentally racist because of you this week. And he was like, because of me? And I was like, yeah, that wasn't the right way to say that. I'm gonna start over? Yeah, I'll start over. Told him the story, and I was like, and then he was like, not all black people look alike, you racist bitch. And he was like, yeah, man, actually, I have a twin brother named Michael who loves to fuck with white people. What a hero! Not only is that one of the funniest things I've ever heard, but think about how impressive that guy is. He didn't take the credit. Do you get how hard that would have been to do? Any of the rest of us would have popped back around the corner like, just kidding, I'm his twin brother, but you were scared. I saw that shit. You were scared. But he didn't. He let me be a racist for 4 days. He just went home, put his pizza in the oven, took it out, cut a slice, sat down in his chair, and he was like, yeah, big white bitch. Thank you guys so much.
Midco is your connection to the greatest shows on TV, the biggest movies, and must-see sporting events. The entertainment everyone will be talking about tomorrow is available through Midco today. Midco cable TV and high-speed internet connect you to everything you love, all in one place. Get connected with Midco today.
Have you been back to Burlington lately? Your store is now restocked, so hurry in for more unbelievable deals on amazing brands and styles at up to 60% off other retailers' prices. Stop back in to see the fabulous values you've come to love, with more arriving every single day. Whether it's back to school, work, or just back, head to Burlington today and start getting more value for less again. Go to burlington.com to find a store near you.
Are you gonna answer honestly? Are you ever just tired of being alive? Like, just me? Really? I'm not suicidal. I just feel like I've done a lot and I've seen a lot, and now I'm like, dude, let's wrap this shit up. Like, how many days are there exactly? You know what I want to do? Skip a grade. You remember elementary school, and you get to like the first day of like grade 3, and you're like, hey, where's Kevin? And they go, he skipped. And you're like, hey, excuse me? How? And they're like, I mean, he can add like a son of a bitch. I don't know, he's just 4, 8, 12, he gets it. And you're like, I want to skip. And they're like, don't even worry about that. Get that out of your mind. I would love to do that in real life. Wouldn't that be it? Like, let's say you kill it this year. Like, you wreck this year. And then in December, like a magical fairy or a government official comes to your house and they're like, dude, you crushed it this year. And you're like, yeah, I know. And they're like, how many years do you want to skip? I'd be like, what? 30? Just cruise into retirement? First of all, I don't want to live to be that old anyways. 71, maybe. Yeah, 70 so you can experience like some official old stuff. Like, I feel like when you turn 70, you're old, and then people start talking to you like you're a pet, Like, that's got to be fun for a minute, right? When they're like, can I get you anything? And you're like, yeah, put some water in my bowl. What the fuck was that? So, it's ridiculous. I don't want to live much longer than that. I hear people go like, I want to live to be 100. Really? Have you seen 80? My dad has a friend that's 87. He looks like a fucking goblin, okay? And he knows it too. He's like, I'm coming around the corner. Look down. Like, he knows what he looks like. Yeah, it's terrifying. When he was 84, he stopped taking his heart medication. And I go, why'd you do that? And he goes, I don't want to be here. He won't take me. If I see him now, I go, how you doing? He goes, unfortunately, alive. Yeah. I mean, I will be the best old guy. I realize that. Because I already have their personality. Like, I'm super antisocial. I don't want to do anything. Like, whenever anybody says like, hey man, do you want to go check out I go, no to the rest of your sentence. Whatever it is, I don't want to do it. I don't want to meet new people. Not one more as long as I live for the rest of my life. Yeah. I'm all set. That's the same as old people. You can try it. Be like, hey grandpa, I want you to meet Steve. And he'll go, fuck Steve. Like, I know everybody I need to know. I want to watch my show. That's what's up, Grandpa. You know how to do it. You know what? Here's the thing. I want to be that type of old. I don't know what age it is. It's an old where you get yelled at for saying you want to be helpful. That looks awesome. You know, like when an old person's like, I'll take out the trash. And someone's like, are you out of your mind? Your spinal snapped. Sit down. Like, okay. That looks amazing. You guys were great. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
I love this city, man. It's one of my favorite cities to come out to, man. I really do. I do. I like it. You know what? Now you got there's enough weirdos here. You still got there's enough mom and pop sort of independent run stores. That's a big thing with me. Like when I go on the road, like I can't do these chains anymore. I just can't. You know how depressing it is to go to a town and see like another just horde of fat people stumbling out of like a cheesecake factory? Oh, they're horrific, just pressing their face up against the glass. Man, they put cookies in that one, It's like they're inventing ways to get extra fat, You know what I hate about these corporate chains? You go in there, you're paying for a business. They make you like do half the job now. I don't get it. Like I walk in, hey, let me get a turkey sandwich, lettuce, tomato on rye with mayonnaise. The guy behind the counter's like, all right, turkey sandwich, lettuce, tomato on rye. Yeah, and mayonnaise. Oh, the mayonnaise is it's right over there. Really? Why don't you fucking go over there and put it on my sandwich? You get it? I'm on this side of the register. Guy who orders the sandwich, guy who fucking makes the sandwich. You get it? I'm sorry they fired the mayonnaise guy, but I'm not doing it. I just gave you 100% of the money to make 100% of the sandwich. This isn't like a relay race. You make half the sandwich, then you hand it off to me. I run over, I throw a pickle on it, frisbee it over to my mom. She sticks an olive with a toothpick in it. Do you recognize me? It's because I don't fucking work here, all right? Just make the sandwich. I'm out. I gave you the money. I'm out. It's over. That's the end of my part. No, I asked the guy for a drink. He gave me a cup. I finally go, you know what? Let me just get this whole thing to go. And the guy's like, all right, the to-go lids, they're right over there. He just snapped the lid on top. I just wanted to grab this guy by his throat. Where is it? Where is it? Where's who? The guy making me do all this extra shit. Where is he? I just choked my way up that corporate ladder until I get to that eyes wide shut party and everybody's sitting there getting blown. Right? And I come, I just kick the door open. The second they see my angry face in that lid, I didn't have to explain myself. Just put it over somebody's face and just start. How big's your fucking yacht gotta be? No, that's the thing. It's like never enough. It's never enough with those guys. You know what I can't stand now? Is when you, just get that out of the way for the taping. Cannot have that here for taping. Cannot have a bottle cap. Let me put that down there. What if I slip and fell 17 minutes into my set? Then what happens, huh? All goes off the rails. Now it's not a special.
I've been dating again, and I got this thing. I've been getting them, and then I put a stop to them. If you start doing it, I tell you no. And I'm here to put a stop to them publicly, and they're called hand jobs. Yeah. Ladies, we don't need them. We don't need them. I don't want to speak for everybody. Maybe you're into it. I am not, okay? Yeah, ladies, if we hook up later, and you were going to do that, rub my back. You know? Give me a back rub. Because I can't reach my back. Yeah. I can do that. A lot better than you can, I might add, ladies. Holy shit, fellas. You ever gotten a hand job? There's 15 minutes you'll never get back. Just laying there staring at each other. No, it doesn't usually take this long. No, it doesn't. You look tired. I'm just saying, ladies, if that's what you want to do, you're just kind of doing some shit that we haven't gotten to today. If that's what you want to do, go iron my shirt. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be sexist. I'd go iron my shirt while you're doing this, but I can't. I got to be here for this. So let me do this. You go do that. Let's be productive, is what I'm saying. That's a weird joke. Because not everyone can laugh at it. And the people, the groups that can't, are very divided. Like the younger kids can't laugh at it because they'd settle for that. They'd be like, yeah, if she's touching it, I'm not complaining at all. And older dudes are the same way. They're like, hey, she hasn't seen it in 3 months, so if she would just touch it, it'll probably go off. Really, she doesn't even need to put a full wrap around it. Are you ladies hearing this shit? It's fucking hysterical and you're just staring at me. And you're the only one, so I'm starting to think it's you guys. Something happened today? Your dog died? You gotta take a poop? That happens to me sometimes. Is that right? Like you had to poop, but you had shit to do, so you held it because you're an adult? And then you pooped, and then you're like, fuck, I've been a dick for the last hour. Yeah, call people. Sorry. Yeah, I had to poop, and I didn't know it. Totally forgot about the fact that I had to poop.
When buying a car, you're supposed to ask questions. Some you can answer online, but others, how blinky is the blinker? And which way do the wipers wipe? Are things only a human could know. So CarMax has ours standing by to answer questions. Or in select markets, schedule a delivery or curbside pickup, regardless if you're buying online or on our lot. But what if I change my mind? Good question. Just bring it back within a week for a full refund, because that's the way it should be. CarMax.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders here. When it's time to eat, there's nothing more comforting than comfort food you don't have to cook. So get a $20 filler from KFC. Choose from 8 pieces of original recipe, extra crispy chicken, or 12 tenders. It comes with all the fixings to feed your whole family. Order ahead at KFC.com. KFC drive-thrus are still open. Or stay in and get contactless delivery by Grubhub. With buckets of love, Colonel Sanders. Limited time only at participating locations only. Prices may vary. Tax and substitutions extra. Delivery service and additional fees apply.
I love performing in crowds where you guys have to deal with winter. You guys, I'm from Michigan originally, so I had to deal with winter growing up. And people who have to deal with winter, you guys laugh so much harder than like people on the West Coast. I think you're just all happy you didn't die during the course of the winter, I was a bad winter guy. Like I was. You ever see those people who get their brooms out to like clean off their car? They like clean off every piece of snow on the car. I'm like, what a waste of time. I never did that. I would just get in the car and slam the door, and what happened. Right? And I never took the snow off the top of my car. No way. You leave that on, then when you hit the freeway, that big chunk flies off, and then you see the car behind you. Whoa! Oh, buddy. Plus, living in the winter when you have a car, it's like having a second fridge, too. It's awesome. Like on your way home from work, you can stop at McDonald's and get a sandwich and maybe a Pepsi. Then you pull into your house, you're like, do I want to leave it here and eat it for breakfast, or should I bring it in? And then you just leave it. And then the next morning, you get in your car and you shake your Pepsi. You're like, kick ass, it's still ice. And you... Anyway.
My mother is crazy. Also 180 IQ, concert pianist, spoke 4 languages, and qualified for Miss California in the 60s. You know how God balances most of us good and evil right about there? Mom was way the hell out here, man. Thanksgiving kicked ass. Thanksgiving was her time. Thanksgiving, man, she gave everybody that turkey high. You have that big meal of turkey, get done, sit in front of the TV. This is going to be a great game. Next time you wake up, you're covered in your own drool, and one of the nephews has stuffed a Hot Wheel track up your right nostril while you were sleeping.
She's amazing. 12 different homemade candies, little pilgrim cookies with amaretto chocolate suits and hats. Women just stopped coming over on Thanksgiving because they were tired of getting shown up. I'm not going. No! No, the bitch crazy and her stuffing kicks my ass. I'm not going. Doing a mom's turkeys, people wake up New Year's. Did you guys have the turkey? I can't feel my legs. See, I believe life is about balance. My mom, brilliant, but manipulative. Beautiful, but more voices in her head than the Wu-Tang Clan. Loves her kids, killed her last husband. I say last husband because you don't get another one after that. Yeah. They take you out of the husband wish book at that point. Because it's a hard personal ad to get answered. One, a loving, caring man who can take a bullet. Now, we all have a relative somewhere. When you get a phone call at 3 a.m. from the police about them, it doesn't really surprise you. Bet it's not your mom. 6 a.m. day after Thanksgiving, while back the phone rings. By the way, 6 a.m., not a really great time for me. I'm a comic. I got to work at 2. 6 a.m., I'm a little grumpy. 6 a.m., I'm a little P.O. 6 a.m., I'm like a vampire with a paper route. So I pick up the phone. Voice says, hello, Mr. Titus. This is Iris Stevenson. And? Well, sir, I'm your mother's lawyer. And? Well, sir, your mom's in prison. And? Well, sir, she's killed her husband. Oh. Okay, that's a new one. Mom had moved to Idaho, married this hardcore redneck oil rig worker. My mom was one of these women. My mom had this innate ability. Whatever town my mother moved to, the second she walked into town, she would instantly attract the alpha loser of that town. This guy was not a good guy. This guy was half O.J. Simpson and half O.J. Simpson. Scott Peterson sprinkles on the top. Little side of Robert Blake, not a good guy. And on Thanksgiving Day, Mom had one of her turkeys on the table at 4:15. Well, this man thought it should hit the table at 4 o'clock. So he picked it up, threw it across the room. So my mom countered with a boiling pot of potatoes. As was her right. I looked it up in the domestic violence desk reference. Now, at this point, man's from turkey, mom's from potatoes. In a normal family, someone might have stood up and went, Thanksgiving food fight? Oh, God bless us, everyone. But in this case, this man got up, beat the crap out of my mom, and crushed her face in. Yeah, so she went upstairs, got a gun, came down, and shot him 3 times, because she didn't want him to do that again. Yeah. And years later, my sister told me, as the guy was lying there gut shot, she turned to Mom and said, Mom, should I call an ambulance? And my mom looked at the guy and went, no, wait. She went to trial, got acquitted, and got the guy's $100,000 life insurance policy. Yes. He was insane, not crazy. You want to hear the funniest part of that story? Where my mom, shoots and kills a man. When they moved to Idaho, the guy had 2 acres of land, and he was wanted to take my mom out and taught her how to shoot. What a dumbass! Here's a tip for you guys. If you're gonna beat her, don't teach her to fire the weapon. You ain't holding it right. Just needed a little incentive.
You know what's funny to me about that stuff? You can't even I obviously know that theory's crazy, but it's just like you can't even bring up how well black people are doing in sports. Everybody gets all weird about it, which I don't understand because it's like a compliment, you know? Like, feel how weird it is right now. You know, I just brought that shit up. I'm saying something good, right? I saw a coach get in trouble for that shit. Like, his team was like 0-6 or something. They just couldn't win, and every week the press was just getting on him more and more and more, right? And the dude, he was just like flustered. He had like a moment of honesty. They were like, why can't you guys win a game? He's like, I don't know, the offense isn't getting it done. Defense, they're like too slow, and it just run out. Tell him, we gotta get some more black guys in this team. But I'm telling you, and immediately everyone's like, what? Everyone started freaking out like they had no idea what this dude was talking about. It's like, are you watching Sports Center? Or do you see the Olympics? Like, I love the 100-meter dash, right? There's always like 9 black dudes and that one token white guy in like lane 8. I'm just sitting there going, come on, man, one time. Just one time. Just win the bronze. Just do what you gotta do. The white dude always stays with him till like the first turn, then he like fucking blows out his hammies. Those other 8 black dudes are like, where's that white dude the next Olympics? He's like up in the broadcast booth. His career's over. He's like a commentator. Yeah, it's gonna be a great race. Still can't feel my fucking toes, but I'm telling you. No, I don't get it. It's like a compliment. We're saying you're fast. That's a good thing, right? People start all freaking out. Oh, you're acting like that's all we can do. You're saying we can't be scientists. No, we're not. All we're saying is if there was a race to the microscopes, you fuckers would win. It's just saying that you're fast. You get there first. Your lab coat would be flapping in the wind. I'd get there like 3 minutes later, all cramped up. Are you looking at bacteria? No, you go first. You just go first. Jesus Christ. That was a Volvo. The guy ran by a Volvo in street shoes. I've never seen that before in my life. No, I get into those arguments all the time. All the time. Friends of mine will be like, well, how come anytime a black athlete does something, they say it's an athletic move? Anytime a white athlete does it, they say it's an intelligent move. And it's like, well, fair enough, man. It just depends on what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's like, if you read a defense, white or black, that's an intelligent move, right? But if you take off from the foul line, jump over 9 other dudes, and throw the shit down, those other 9 guys aren't standing there like, fuck, why didn't I think of that shit? Here I am, dribbling around. That's some superhero shit. Shit like a cape flapping in the wind with a big S on your chest. I'm telling you, man, that's the funny thing about Hitler. Just let me finish. Let me work my way through this idea. No, that's my favorite sports clip is that Jesse Owens shit. I just love it because their whole angle was fucked up. He made Hitler leave in like the 3rd quarter, right? He's putting down his number 1 finger, just fucking walking out of the stadium. Jesus Christ. Their whole thing was like, we are going to create a superior race. It's like, dude, I think we accidentally already did that. We send a select group of people to the gym every day for a couple hundred years. It's paying dividends. They're fucking dunking on us every day. Dude, how quiet was that limo ride home with Hitler? You know what I'm saying? You know he was talking crazy shit when they were on the way there. They were all amped up. We are going to dominate Sieg Heil. What's going on? That whole ride home, they're just sitting there all quiet. You're sitting next to an even angrier than usual Adolf Hitler. Trying to make some sort of small talk like, it is one nice day, isn't it? Nice. Dude, I gotta admit, man, I'm fascinated with Hitler, man. I am. Just how the fuck that guy ever came in power. Because does he ever look like he's in a good mood in any of those clips? Everyone just, his fucking hair slapping around. There was nobody even in the beginning to be like, dude, is it me? This guy's a little crazy, huh? This guy's kind of a spaz. Total cock block. You can't even have him around women or nothing, you know? No, you know what is crazy? People can take over shit. That's what it is. Like, regular people, I don't know, you just never say shit. You ever notice that? Like, you can be on a bus, 30 decent people, one crazy dude can take over the whole bus, right? Everybody's just sitting there, everything's great, then one crazy, fucking just starts screaming. And the second that happens, all 30 people are like, oh, God, everybody's like up against him. Has he got hepatitis? Everybody's freaking out. It's like, why doesn't everybody just pounce on the dude? I think every regular person should just have like a chloroform rag, like right in their front shirt pocket. And the second any crazy shit happens, if you're behind it, it's on you. You just pull it out, you take the guy down. Everybody jumps on him, you tie him up. Then you tattoo possibly the next Hitler across his forehead. You keep an eye on him, right?
Sexually liberating to get married. It is. It really is, especially for men, because here's what happens. When you start dating somebody, you know your first thing is like, all right, you see the girl and you're like, I want to get in there. That would be, or however you phrase it in your head. Right? And then you go on a few dates, and as you get closer to the act, the magical act happening, a lot of times a woman will ask a guy, she'll be like, oh, so like, what are you into? What do you like? And this is when a man's brain goes, don't scare her. You could fuck this up for us. So we lie to you. And we're like, oh, I like to hold hands. And I like if you go on my neck. That's cool. Then you get married and you're like, I want you to yank on my ball bag like you're stuck at sea. And this is the only motor that's going to take you home. A lot of girlfriends can't handle that shit. Girlfriends will be like, oh, what? But a wife will go, that it? And you're like, oh yeah, I get you for like 50 years. She's like, yeah, I'll spit butter in your ass. Whatever you want, man. Or whatever, margarine, I don't know, whatever you're into is fine. Olive oil. You find the longer you're with somebody, you're like, everybody has something. Everybody has something weird and kinky and different. Everybody, and you suppress it and you go like, oh my God, if anybody knew, oh my God, I would fucking die if somebody knew. Everybody has something. And you're like, no, not everybody. What about Jim? He wears a blazer. Jim too. Jim likes to be hit in the nuts with a wrench, okay? Jim's out of his fucking mind. I tour the country. I ask people all the time. I hear shit. You cannot make this. I was at a show. I asked people in the audience, like, what's your fucking craziest thing? And a lady in the front row, she goes, I have one. And I go, what is it? And she goes, oh, never mind. What is it? And she goes, all right. I like to think of different scenarios in which to kill my husband. And I was like, damn. And he was sitting right there. And he was like, that's what's up. That's what she likes. I was like, really? She was like, oh yeah. I go, I'm super horny. I had the best dream. You were floating in the pool, and then I threw a cement block at your head. And she goes, that would be a great one. Same show, I swear, a lady goes, I have one. And I go, what is it? And she goes, I like to sit on my husband's face. And I go, that's not that unique. You can't really claim that that's your weird thing. And she goes, yeah, but I only like to feel his eyelashes against my butt cheeks. And I was like, what? And she goes, I was like, I didn't even know that was the thing. And she's like, oh yeah, like where the fuck have you been? And I'm like, what if he like, sneaks a lick like that? And she goes, I go, no! I just want to feel squink, squink, squink. Thank you guys, you were amazing. Have a great night, thank you. Thanks a lot.
favorite thing to do when I'm high is watch Roadhouse. Either Roadhouse or anti-pot commercials. Those are the two greatest. Unintentional comedy is always the best when you're high. You know, the pot commercials are the best when you come home super baked. And it's almost like synchronicity. You turn on the TV, like, what's on? And there's that chick with her fucking talking dog. Have you seen that commercial? Oh my Jesus. If you haven't seen this, this is a real commercial made by a partnership for a drug-free America where they have this kid. She comes home from school. She looks like a normal high school kid. She opens up her refrigerator door. She's looking for something to eat, and her dog just hops up on the counter and just starts talking. Just, Lindsay, I wish you wouldn't smoke weed. You're not the same when you smoke it, and I miss my friend. Well, I'll be outside. The dog just scampers away. That's pretty crazy, but it's not nearly the craziest part of the commercial. The craziest part of the commercial is how this chick reacts. Her dog was just talking to her. And she goes like this. Like, wow, he's got a point. All right, that's not pot. That bitch is on Zoloft and cocaine and sleeping pills, all right? That is not how you would react if you're high on marijuana and your dog just struck up a conversation. You wouldn't just accept that. You wouldn't just be standing around and go, oh, okay, I guess he talks now, all right. Guess he talks. No, you'd want to talk to him. You'd be like, hey, who else talks? Does the cat talk? That motherfucker, I knew he could talk. I had a feeling. What about the fish? What's up? You wouldn't even think of him as a friend after a while. You'd get pissed off. You'd be like, dude, I've had you for 5 fucking years. This the first shit out of your mouth? You wish I didn't smoke weed. I tell you I love you every day. You don't say anything. I wish I didn't smoke weed. Really? I wish you didn't lick your asshole when I'm trying to eat breakfast, stupid! Tell me what to do. You might want to stop eating out of the litter box before you go giving out advice. Just a little heads up. It's kind of tough to take you serious when you got litter crumbs stuck to your wet nose, faggot. You fucking dummy. To clear up your cat shit problem before you go doling out advice. Dr. Phil of the dog world, you motherfucker. I wish you wouldn't smoke weed. You're not the same. That's because I'm high, stupid. I planned it out in advance. I did that joke in LA and a guy came up to me after the show. He goes, hey man, I did all the animation on those commercials. I go, whoa, what was that like? He's like, I was high the whole time. Oh, that makes sense. Undercover with a secret message.
Normally, I'm not that crabby at the airport, but on my flight there, my armrest would not fold down. Also does not bother me, but it really bothered the lady next to me because my clothed leg was touching her clothed leg. She was huffing and puffing. I'm not the thinnest fellow, but I fit in an airplane seat. And I tell you that to let you know she was spilling onto me. Right? So settle down a little bit, because this is not my fault. I'm halfway in the aisle already. And then she starts adjusting to make room. There's no room. The only room you're going to make is cracking the side of the plane, then we all die. Settle down. It's an hour-long flight. Finally, everything calmed down and she ordered a pillow, and I thought, thank God she's going to sleep. But she didn't. She took that pillow and she shoved it right in between our legs. Like a defense mechanism. I can rape you through a pillow. I wasn't even thinking about raping you till you challenged me with that goddamn pillow. You've also just supplied me with something to muffle your rape whistle. You make the worst decisions of all time, stranger danger. Good luck finding the food court when we land.
I here from Los Angeles. I live in Hollywood. There's a ton of plastic surgery out there. You know, a lot of people getting like facelifts. I don't know if you guys have those up here. You know, those awful ones where people start to look like, you know, a little Filipino, you know. You got a little Filipino, yeah, 52-year-old white guy. Yeah, that's how. Why would you get a facelift? Can't you look at other facelifts and realize they haven't worked all the bugs out yet? People, if you're thinking about getting a facelift, just do yourself a favor. Just wait it out. Let them practice on other people's faces. You know, didn't we learn anything with hair plugs? Hair plugs don't look half bad now. Saw this commercial the other night. The guy's like, oh, God, I wish I did this 10 years ago. It's like, no, you don't. 10 years ago when they were stapling ant legs to the top of people's heads, everybody's eyes watering, trying not to look at your hairline. You wish you got hair plugs 10 years ago? Do you wish you got polio 60 years ago? Are you even listening to what you're saying historically? I'm telling you, the facelift, you can't do it, man. Why can't you just be your age? There's nothing wrong with being 50 and looking 50. Like, what would you rather be, 50 and look 50, or be 50 and look like a 28-year-old lizard? That's basically your options, right? I'll tell you what the problem is, is that the facelift is actually a white problem. You know? I've never seen a black guy with a facelift, ever. Other than like the Jacksons, but they're all out of their minds, right? But I've never seen a black dude with a facelift ever. Do you know why so many Caucasians get facelifts? You know why? Because we don't know anything about lotion. See that? That should have been a bigger laugh, but there's too many white people here. I'll help you out. You can put lotion in other places other than your dick, all right? If you ever wondered why your dick looks brand new, but your face, you're starting to look like an aging pirate, because you need to increase the circumference of the lotion distribution. No, I'm not judging you. I didn't put lotion on my face the first 33 years of my life. Never put it on. Till one night I was hanging out with this black girl, right? And a couple times during the night she took it out, put it on her elbows, problem areas. I thought she had like a rash or something. Like, what, you got like poison ivy? She goes, no, you get like a little ashy. I went, ashy? She goes, dry skin. I went, oh. I guess that kind of offended her. I was like, oh. She's like, well, white people get ashy too. I was like, yeah, I don't think we do. I've been alive for 33 years. No one has ever said, hey, Bill, you're looking a little ashy. I never even heard that word until you said it. She's like, you're an idiot. Stick out your arm. So I stick out my arm. She just goes, it's like pastry flakes flying off. Track marks. She's like, you see that? That's ashy. What's up? All right. Thought I just got itchy in the winter. See, that's why you got to hang out with everybody. Right there. Oh, there's too much. Seriously, there's too much information in the world. And every group of people misses just a little bit. Like, white people totally miss the lotion seminar. I don't know where we were on that one. We missed that shit the way black people missed the whole register your weapons summit, right? Just never got, really? You're gonna groan that? I'm the only guy who's seen 17 rappers get busted for that shit? Every time I see it, it just blows my mind. It's like, what, do you just want to make an album over the phone? Why would you do that? Is that like the new auto-tune? No, it breaks my heart. Every time I see it, I just think, God, if he just had one white friend. One white friend in his entourage. The dude would have been standing there all dried out, itching like, dude, is that thing registered? Dude, you serious? That's like 3 to 5 mandatory. Get that the fuck out of there. So, thank you.
I also watched this show called Cold Case Files. On Cold Case Files, they solve old murders. And it's really interesting because what I learned from it is that it was really easy to get away with murder before they knew about DNA. It was ridiculously easy. Like, what was even going on back then? What was a murder investigation like in 1935? One cop would just walk in and be like, detective, we found a pool of the killer's blood in that hallway. And he would just be like, gross. Mop it up. Now then, back to my hunch. Look for clues. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll draw chalk around where the body is. That way we'll know where it was. A couple of years ago, I saw this movie called Public Enemies with Johnny Depp. It was about old bank robbers and stuff. Here's how easy it was to get away with bank robbery back in the 30s. As long as you weren't still there when the police arrived, you had a 99% chance of getting away with it. To the point that, like, those old bank robbers, they take credit for the bank robberies. Like, they come running out of there and they're like, ha ha ha! And if anyone asks you, tell them it was Golden Joe and the Suggins gang. And then they, like, shoot Suggins into the side of the wall. It's like, what, were bullets free back then? And they don't even disguise themselves. They dress up for the bank robbery. They're rolling in there in, like, big suits and hats like they're going to church in Atlanta. They make a day of it. I don't know about that. Oh, good, it has a mind of its own. That's very reassuring. No. I don't like robots thinking of things. Hope you don't mind that I dressed up. It was my first communion today, so I decided to come right from it. It's a very good first communicant.
What else I get? Oh, I got all these lockpick sets. I'm currently obsessed with lockpicking. So I have like every type of lockpick set. And I got these things called jiggler keys. They're basically car keys that get you into any car built prior to 1995. You know, in case you want to play cassettes. I just want to do that. Every city I go to, I want to get into a car, put in a cassette, and do it enough where I make like the news. Enough people file police reports where like, nothing was stolen. I just got my car, and then I turned it on, and then I just heard, jitterbug. Jitterbug. Put the boom boom into my heart. Make the news, a careless whisperer struck again last night. I became an ordained minister on a sleeping pill. That was probably the oddest thing. Here's the deal, my younger friends. It's not that guys my age couldn't hang with you. We have it in us. We could stay out as late as you. I've just proven to myself many, many nights if I'm still up at a certain time, I'm about to make a bad decision. Never have I been up all night and the next day went, hey, I think some healthy choices were made last night. Feel pretty good. I think guys, we made some pretty good group decision skills. Pretty proud. Now, if you guys want to help me return the cars we apparently stole, I would appreciate it. I don't know who got that 1982 Astro van, but that was awesome. That thing's seen a lot of hockey tournaments. Because here's the deal. If I'm still up at 3 a.m., I'm about to make a mistake, whether it's with the person I'm with, food I'm about to put in my stomach, or some infomercial where I'm going, yes. Do you want 12 CDs of soft rock hits of the 80s? Sailing, keeping it warm on the wings of only the two of us will pass on. And you also get just one. And who can forget? I recall the walks along the beach. Secret. That's where I lost all the 20-year-olds right there. She's staring at me going, I have no idea what you're talking about. Although, right, not a one. How old are you, early 20s? 28. Yeah, you're right at the eye. I don't expect you to get it, you just weren't around. Although, you know, now that I became an ordained minister on a sleeping pill, here's what I'm thinking. At your age and younger, doesn't get my musical references, here's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm gonna start a church. It's gonna be one of those super churches so I can make some money. I'm gonna start a church, and I'm gonna go just for younger people, right? And I'm not gonna read from the Bible. I'm just gonna quote 80s songs. That's gonna be my hook, and you won't even know the difference. To be honest with you, just be up there, and you might ask yourself, "Where is my beautiful house? Where is my beautiful car?" When you have a problem, you must whip it.
might have some friends that say, I want to have fun tonight. They might want to wing chun. You relax, you don't do it. Because you can never be too shy, hush, hush. I don't want. Now you come back next Sunday, have a little ditty about
Diane, I look seriously.
Brother Josie's on a vacation far, far away. I'm trying to learn things. I'm trying to learn how to play chess. That game's twisty. That game doesn't end right. There's no closure. You're just looking at the board and your opponent goes, checkmate. I thought you said you were supposed to take my king. Yeah, but what are you doing the next move? I take the king in the following move, so it's a checkmate. He's in the car heading home. No other game lets you do that. You never see a quarterback walking up to the line. Touchdown! The way your safety is playing, we'll do a slam pass underneath the coverage. Too much of a cushion. 6 points, touchdown. Run the play. You get warned in chess, too, before you ever get checkmated. Just looking down, concentrating. Check. Sorry? Did you say something? You're in check. You're in trouble. Why of all people is he telling me this? I don't understand the tip-off. You don't see that in football either. You don't see the linebackers inching up to the quarterback. We're blitzing. He's doing a safety blitz. I'm going to try to sneak in right through here. Block him. That's not a very assertive quarterback. All right. Anyway, so my friend's trying to teach me how to play chess. He'd move a piece and put his finger on the top of it and stare at it. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, it's not an official move until I take my finger off that piece. You can keep your finger on the piece while you're thinking, and the move's not over while your finger's on the piece. Oh, okay. You can just tell me you're thinking and I'll trust you. No. No, the finger has to actually be touching the top of the piece. I bet your desk is very organized. It is actually. I don't want to do that. Then he move another piece, put his finger on the top of that, stare at that for another 8 minutes. Okay, that's good. Wow. Wouldn't it be great if you could do that in life? If you're going to do something and you're not quite sure it's the right move, just protect yourself. Walk into a bank. I want everybody's money! Okay, I'm not going to do this. Walk around with a finger on your head.
What happened to the Whistler? Did they fucking... She's like, no, I gotta whistle, dude. I gotta go somewhere and whistle right now. I haven't whistled in like 10 minutes. It's killing me. You go everywhere with him? You take him everywhere? How do you know him? He's a friend of a friend. He's a friend. He's like, can I tag along? You're like, oh, fucking, all right. Just so you know, I whistle. Is that cool? Yeah, man, shit, we love whistling. Fuck yeah. That shit's not annoying. Come fucking on, come on. Is this your lady? Is this your lady? You guys are just friends too? Friend of a friend also? Okay. How's it going? Cool. Maybe it can go better. Did you speak Spanish? Huh? A little bit? What's your ethnic background? Mexican. You only speak a little bit? Were you impressed at how good my Spanish was earlier? Did you know what I was saying? Muy poco? Did you know it was fucking perfect? Did you know that? What, are you Mexican? Do you speak Spanish? What the fuck's going on here, man? Hey, what's up? Don't fucking act like you're cool. Take that shit down. What's up? Are you Mexican? Are you just tan? What's up with you? You're Mexican, right? Or you? Yeah. You're from where? Jalisco. Okay. Are you for real? You're for real? That's your real voice? I can't tell. The other ones don't sound like you. I don't know. You know, they're fucking imposters. You know that, right? How long have you been here? How long have you been where freedom rings in America? You cut back and forth? That's some risky shit, man. Like, do you do underground style, or you go? No, I mean like you have like papers. Submarine. That's hard to make him laugh, isn't it? It's fucking hard. How do you go back and forth? Are you a student? Where? What? You keep looking like what's he? What? I'm not fucking with you. I don't know why. I was just asking you questions, man. You're like, what's fucking? Where is there a balloon coming? No, I'm just fucking. What? I'm just asking you questions. I'm not fucking with you. Okay. I heard you. Guadalajara, Jalisco, you said. Yeah. Guadalajara, Jalisco. That's pretty good. Don't act like you can fucking say it any better than me. I'm from Guadalajara, Jalisco. Yeah. Do you want me to tell you a Mexican story? I feel like we got to make up because of earlier. That's why I haven't left. I just feel weird about our interaction. Remember when I blew up at you? Like you're like a drug mule and I was the head honcho. And I was like, where's the cocaine? And you were like, I'm sorry. I feel bad about that. So, all right. I do. I feel bad. I yelled at you for your whistling and shit. Which, believe me, everybody around you wanted to fucking slit your throat. I promise you. It's natural? What, like at cockfights and shit? Where do you normally do it? Like, all right. Well, I like you, man. What's your name? What is your name? ¿Cómo te llamas? All right, fuck that. All right. What do you tell people here to call you? Jim and shit, or what? What do you tell people when you meet somebody?
It's 3 letters.
Muy plazola. Okay, but I'm saying when you're at... Whoa. So what do you say to people? Like if you're out, hold on, just let me fucking ask you something. When you're out and someone's like, hey, what's up? Fucking, hey, what's your, and you're like, hey, nice to meet you. What do you say? Moi. And then don't they go, what man? It's a Jewish Mexican name? Are you serious? Is it? No, man. I have a friend named Moshe. Is it that? It's the Hebrew word? Like Moses? Yeah, it's Moses. Why don't you just fucking tell people your name is Moses? What? What? You should. It'll be easier. I'm just telling you how to make life easier. Like, I'm telling. If I go to a Spanish-speaking country, I'm not like, what's up? It's Tommy, and they're like, ta-ta-ta. I'm like, Tomas, and you fucking simple it up. Yeah. All right. We're friends. Relax. All right. Here's my Mexican story for you. A few weeks ago, I was in LA, Los Angeles. And I was driving, and I was going to park on Sunset Boulevard, which is a very popular, the biggest street there, okay? It's really hard to navigate. There's tons of cars. So I was going to park, but I was parking on a Tuesday night, which is obviously far less busy than a weekend. So I pull up to a parking lot, and there is a Mexican guy waiting there, like the attendant, okay? I don't know that he's Mexican, but he's probably Mexican. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. He looks like you, but he's older and he's Mexican. Okay. So I pull up and I don't have any cash on me, but I know that there's an ATM next door. So I figure because I speak pretty good Spanish that he's going to let me park. So I pull in and I decide I'll tell him in Spanish. I go, mira, no tengo efectivo, pero déjame entrar, cuadro el carro, voy a la máquina, saco dinero, vuelvo y te pago. And he goes, you no pay, you no pay. And so I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, I know that you know what I just said, and I know that you know that I know that, right? So I'm like, maybe he just wants me to butter him up more and act like beg it. So I'm like, por favor, te lo suplico, déjame entrar, cuadro el carro, voy a la máquina, saco dinero, vuelvo y te pago. And he goes, you no pay, you no pay. Like with attitude. Like he's like, fuck you, okay? So I'm like, what parallel universe have we stepped into where we're not understanding each other? But then I realize he just doesn't like my white fucking face, assuming that he wouldn't understand that in English. He doesn't like that I didn't give him the opportunity to understand that. But I'm also really frustrated at this point. So I just go, look, man, just let me fucking park the car. And then I'll go to the ATM and I'll get money and I'll come back and I'll pay you. And he goes, okay. Mexican pride right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I had a lot of fun with you. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I used to have a story about when my son turned 18, I was going to punch him in the face. He's 18 now. On his birthday, I got up early. I set my alarm. And I went downstairs and I made myself a good breakfast. And then I heard him getting up. And I go, here we go. It's game time. My heart started racing. My hands got sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. So dumb. Oh, God. I started giving myself a pep talk. I was like, you can punch him. He's 18. You can do this because you did not spank him, and these are all the spankings that he should have coming to him. And then I heard him coming down the stairs, so I started walking towards the bottom of the staircase, and then he turned the corner, and I just saw a little boy walking towards me. And I was like, you can't punch this little boy. But here's what you can do. You can put a hockey helmet on him and hockey gloves, and then you can put those on as well, and we can go in the backyard and we can locker box. So that's what we did. And I kept hitting him in the shoulder. And he goes, it doesn't even hurt. What are you doing? And I was like, all right, just wait. And in the third round, he could not lift his hands up to protect his face. That's old man knowledge. President style.
But I'm done now. Subscribe if you want, man.
After we locker boxed, I went inside and I checked my social media, and there were over 1,000 messages asking if I had punched my son in the face. Happy birthday.